Well, we don't even know what that was about. I don't know. You don't know. We weren't in there. I mean, it could have been something totally, you never know. Great pitch, and I know that. Hap was outstanding. He really was. And then Benoit comes in a jam. Two guys on, in a close ball game. Of course, got the big play out of Batista. A couple of them, and then, Grilly really the heart of their lineup. And then a one-run game, which we've struggled with. Soon after one leadoff walk, came through. So it was, an outstanding pitching performance by all those guys. And then, two guys that took a lot of heat last night came through for us, with Upton with a big homer, and Devin continues to swing the bat. So everybody loves a winner, and rightfully so.
John, Russell going into the dugout, did you see that as foolhardy from where you were sitting, or did you see that as sending a message to his teammates that here I am with a bad knee and look what I'm doing and this is what we have to do?
No, you know what I mean. That Russell does that all the time. You cringe, no doubt about it. But that's I don't know if he's ever been injured doing that. Before he ever got here, I really don't know. But he's trying to make a play. And a lot of time, that's tough to stop guys doing it. And he hasn't been hurt yet. Hopefully, he doesn't. But and I've seen him make some big plays this year in crucial situations that really bailed us out. And but yeah, it does make you cringe.
I know you personally are not a huge fan of team meetings of any kind, but when your players have one, unbeknownst to you, your thoughts on what they're trying to tell each other?
Well, I've at this level, I've never been in a players-only meeting, managing and coaching. But generally, I think it's just, they all kick each other in the butt. They one of those kind of things, motivational type things. And like I said, too, some of them have nothing to do with baseball, So, that's really kind of the way the trend in the game. It's usually players only now, it seems like. Yeah, I've never been not that I'm not a fan of it. I haven't done a lot. I did some probably earlier on in my career, and I base it off of, if you get a lack of effort, your head's not in the game and those kind of things, because when you play every day, a lot of times too, the more you talk, the less they listen too. So, but that's kind of generally the trend now. It's usually players only.
John, you took Bautista out for a career in the ninth, yeah. I think the last time you did that a few weeks ago, Bautista did not take it well. I think he referred to it as disrespectful. I just was wondering if his views have any impact on you at all.
I wasn't aware of that. When did he say that to you?
Last time you did it, 2.5 weeks ago, something like that?
That could. Yeah, hey, he's trying to win a game. Yeah, we've been doing it regularly. We got the lead late. Yeah, it might surprise some people because he made 2 great plays the inning before. But we're putting the most mobile guy out there. You're looking for range in the outfield. You might get to a ball that Jose can't. So.
Is that what you're seeing now from Jose? Somebody who can't get to those balls anymore?
Well, Carrera can get to more balls. Jose's been battling the knee and of course the toe issue. That does slow you down, like it or not. It does. But yeah, he hadn't said a word to me, so that surprises me. What, are you trying to stir things up? It's too quiet around here? Yeah?
That's all she ever does. Gibby, you mentioned in a previous answer about lack of effort, maybe being part of a meeting being called. Have you seen that, and especially yesterday when it didn't go very well? Did you see lack of effort or too much effort?
Yeah, Richard, to be truthful, maybe there's been a game or two or a play or two along the way, with this particular group. You don't see it, they're all, it's a focused group, motivated group. Yeah, they're beat up, they're tired some nights. everybody doesn't run the ball out 100% every time. You get some older guys. I mean, that's baseball. I don't mind that. I want these guys strong and to save themselves. So I think generally when that happens, you could tell when somebody starts dogging it over a period of time, that kind of thing like that. But with this group, really, I can't remember an issue. In the past, there's been a couple times, but not with this group. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. And sometimes you got to turn your back.
John, you touched on Upton a little bit earlier, but does a game like today kind of illustrate the reasons why you guys brought him in here with the power and the speed that he showed today?
Yeah, I mean that's what he does. Really when he came over, the focus was we would use him against left-handed pitching, things like that, and then we run through a stretch where we wanted his defense more range out there in the outfield and things like that, and he's starting to hit some righties and things like that. But he's done a good job for us. He really has, and he fits in. And big bounce back day after he had a tough one last night, took a lot of heat for it. So a 2-run homer made all the difference in the world.
John, can you describe the difference you see in a team when their starter is on the mound and he has a game firmly under his thumb the way Happ did today versus a day like yesterday when Estrada wasn't quite as sharp and he was struggling a little bit?
Well, it makes all the difference in the world. They set the tone up there. They're working fast. They're throwing strikes. He had that. A lot of times, when you work that way, you give up fewer hits. I think. My opinion. And yeah, it does. It sets the tone. We needed that. If you look back, maybe the last week, I don't know. I mean, it might stretch a little longer than that. We've had a lot of rough first innings. We may have gotten through them, but they were battles. But he had that. That good quick one today. And yeah, it does, especially if a team's struggling, you go out there and get a great, pitching effort, especially when you're having trouble scoring runs, that might make the difference. And you look today, we made 3 runs hold up against a pretty good offense. So